You're not confused. You're just comfortable in chaos. You don't need another download. You need a fucking decision. If that offends you, good. This video isn't here to soothe you. It's here to expose you. Welcome back. We're here in sunny California. It's hot as shit. I can't even. I'm really like, I have to get to. I'm not trying to rush this video, but I gotta get it done because I want to edit it and I'm really excited. But it's hot as hell out here. And how are y'all doing? I wanted to hit y'all with some identity collision right now. You're stuck not because you're broken, because your identity is broke. Let's play it again. You're stuck, but not because you're not broken. There ain't nothing wrong with you. It's just your identity, and that can be fixed. See, you master being almost powerful, almost ready, almost healed, almost her. But almost is hell disguised as progress. See, fuck almost. We don't want to be almost. We either are or we're not. See, as a woman, they've been trying to seclude you of the power that you had since the beginning of time. You've had a lot of power always since the beginning of time, but the way society try to place women, they try to pretty much put them like under as nothing. But a woman is a helpmate to a man, meaning she is very capable of sustaining her own, but her best self is when she is helping a man that is basically more masculine and more better than what she could ever even be. She can do a lot, but she can't do what that man that can do. That's pretty much it. And if I sound cold, it's because transformation doesn't even happen lukewarm. I'm gonna just be real. You don't need affirmations. You don't. You just need to bury that identity that you built your current reality with. That shit needs to be buried 6 feet deep. That's what be having us all fucked. Even for me, when I would go through certain mindset issues, it wasn't because me. It's because of identity. And I had to bury that 6 feet deep, burn it to the grave, send it to hell, whatever you gotta do what you gotta do. But all I will say is, if you allow that to keep lingering on, that shit will follow you for your whole life. Really, you're gonna see years go by and you still have that same messed up identity. And then you will start blaming yourself, and then that's gonna create that cycle, that loop. Or maybe it's me. It's not you, it's your identity, but you can fix it. And so, this is what I want to say. Here's the truth. The truth nobody wants to say. You don't attract chaos. You recreate it because it feels more familiar than being fully seen. You heard what I said? So you don't attract chaos. Most things you do is you recreate it. See, you love familiarity. As humans, we love familiarity. That's why we'll eat certain foods that we like. That's why I'll drink my certain smoothie. That one's not as sweet or as normal, familiar as my normal one. But that one has way more benefits. So much more supplemental benefits I couldn't even name right now. But see, we love familiarity, and that's what you love. You love being the familiar, and there's nothing wrong, but there is something wrong in this context. Why? Because in this context, let me explain it plain and simple. Your nervous system doesn't want peace. It wants patterns, and your patterns don't respect your potential. You get that? So, your nervous system, it needs to recognize that you have patterns of a woman that is dominated, that doubtful, that mindset, that's trying to put you below. That's what your nervous system needs. See, look, remember I said your patterns don't respect your potential. Fuck potential. Like, who cares about potential? A lot of people have potential. A homeless man has potential. But our patterns matter more than our potential. See, they only serve the version of you who needed survival. See, the version of you that really needed survival, that's why you had these survival mindsets. Because it's a pattern. See, these patterns, once we stop this, I'm telling you, we are solid. And as I said, they only serve the version of you who needed the survival, and she's not invited where you're going. So those old patterns, that part of you, she's not invited where you say you're going now. Shout out to Neuro Knowledge, but your desired reality. That's what he means. So let's talk about the power example, the motherboard. Okay, so you're trying to build a new version of yourself without identity reprogramming. See, that's not smart. It's like installing luxury software on a fried motherboard. That ain't gonna work. The luxury software needs to be on a luxury motherboard. Everything gotta make sense. Like with my car, when I first had my Camry in the past, it was a great car. I would still have it right now. But life flows and it pushes you in a position where everything works out. So they try to put an engine but not a transmission. That shit don't work. You have to put two of the right parts so that they can work and cohesion. They can work together. See, it crashes every time you try to upgrade your mind because on a fried motherboard. That's why your confidence never sticks. See, the confidence gotta stick on a solid foundation. And the most solid foundation is in God. I would say that. And that's why your intuition wavers. So you probably sometimes question your intuition. Is that correct? Huh. Mind you, all high earning 6-figure, 5-figure plus high earning women, this applies to you. Because if you're not, I'm just gonna be real, you can't relate because you haven't went through what we're talking about. And I've understood this because I've talked to more than I can count on my hands and trained women that were high earners who had more money than me. And I'm listening to them, I'm asking them questions, and that's why I came up with whatever I'm doing right now in my 5-day challenge. So let's talk about that's why you feel exhausted by your own potential. You don't need motivation. What you really need right now is mental surgery. Like we get physical surgery, but you need it in your mental. Not physically mental in your brain, no, mentally. You don't need to feel inspired anymore. What you really need is a masculine container that demands execution. So you need somebody that's going like me, that's going to really demand execution. Like we're not playing because everybody can coddle you. But when a person really push you to be the best, that's the real love. All that talking don't do nothing. See, look, I'm not your cheerleader. I'm not a vibe. Look, I'm just the end of your fucking excuses. I coach high-level women who are done throwing band-aids at internal warfare. Like, that's what you can't put a band-aid on internal warfare. That shit gonna come off. My 5-day power rebuild is not for the curious ass women. Nah, it's not for the broke little inner child. No, that's not for you. It's for the version of you that's ready to fund her freedom with zero apology. 5K, 5 days, no refund, no babying, just brutal precision and reinstallation of the woman who you were always meant to be. That's it. And if you're watching this still, good. That means your ego is bruised, but your truth is awake. So here's what happens now. Don't DM me unless your PayPal and your patterns are both ready. Don't book me unless you're sick enough of your own bullshit to leave it. Really. Don't apply unless you really know you're the one who's been holding the gun at your own temple. This is not therapy, none of that shit. This is really a liberation. And liberation isn't free. I'm gonna tell you that. The link's waiting though. Move like a woman who's actually about it. or you go light another candle and call it clarity. It's up to you though.